Hello, what's up, y'all? And welcome back to I Can't Eat Shit podcast. I'm your host, actress, comedian Shondalia White. And yeah, you guessed it, I can't eat shit. And yes, the shit is very annoying. Am I a doctor? No, absolutely not. I'm just a woman. When you take her out to eat, she can't eat anything on the menu 90% of the time. So, if you're like me and you can barely eat anything when you go out, this podcast is for you. If you've gotten a little bit older and your gut is just like, child, you can't eat it either, this podcast is for you too. And if you're just interested in me and my health and wellness journey and want to be a little bit nosy, I love it. Come on in, stay tuned. This podcast is for you too. I started I Can't Eat Shit podcast because I was secretly ill for many years, and now I'm healed and I'm ready to talk about it. This episode is about low stomach acid. Ooh. So let's get into it. Last month, I talked about a number of things that progressively got worse with my gut. And today we're going to focus on something that is healed, but I constantly have to keep an eye on. And that's low stomach acid. Low stomach acid is real, y'all. My first encounter, I believe, with it was about in 2018 where I actually noticed it. I literally could not hold down water. When I drank water, it hurt so bad and it was just burning and my stomach was cramping and all of that. And I know it had to be low stomach acid. And at the time, I also burnt the lining out of my gut. But it was a clear sign that something was wrong. I couldn't hold down water. Water's nothing. Then I also had a situation recently where I was eating dinner and after dinner, as soon as I'm done, my lower abdominal, it just like bloats, right? Well, my abdominal is bloating and I'm not eating bloating foods. Like I didn't have foods like cabbage or broccoli or beans or anything along those lines. So to me, that's a clear sign like, okay, something's going on with my gut and I should probably, let's backtrack and see what's going on. So it's always something I have to keep a close eye on because I do struggle with it. Now, what exactly is low stomach acid? I'm just going to read a definition for you so you can understand what it is. Low stomach acid is a condition where the stomach doesn't produce enough hydrochloric acid, HCl, to maintain a strong acidic environment. And HCl is the stomach's most powerful acid and plays an important role in digestion and immunity. It helps break down protein, absorbs nutrients, and controls bacteria and viruses. This is why my butt was always sick. And when stomach acid is low, people may have trouble digesting food, especially protein, and may develop nutritional deficiencies over time. They may also be prone to infections, which can further damage the stomach and digestive system. And at the time when my stomach acid was low, I'm telling you, I was like prone to infections. I constantly had infections and I was constantly like, it was really malnourished, basically. I was not absorbing the nutrients from food. And I can just remember just not fully being able to break things down. So what are some of the signs of that, right? How do you know you have it? Some signs of low stomach acid are bloating, cramps, upset stomach, heartburn and reflux, gas, diarrhea, and undigested food in the stool. So at one point, I couldn't even digest quinoa. Quinoa, for the people that aren't familiar, is a protein grain. It's a grain protein. And I would eat it and it literally would go in and come out exactly how it went in. No breaking down. I did not absorb any of the protein or nutrients from it. And my body also has a tough time with grabbing the nutrition and nutrients from vitamin B and a number of other things. So low stomach acid can be a huge contributor if you're dealing with malabsorption. Before we get sick of the shits and I tell you about how I increase the stomach acid levels in my body, I first want to tell you some of the things that may cause low stomach acid levels. And they are stress. Stress is like the number one thing because stress decreases the stomach acid levels in your body. Also, if you are taking some of those anti-acid things and for ulcers or reflux, if you're taking that too much, it can decrease the stomach acid levels in your body. Eating too fast, eating too much sugar. I eat a lot of dessert sometimes, and I have to stop my binging. So eating too much sugar can definitely lower the stomach acid levels in your body. Also, if you are not getting the essential vitamins that you need in your diet, if you have specific bacterial infections, if you are of a certain age, low stomach acid levels, here you come. So those are a few things that are contributing and may cause low stomach acid levels. So how did I increase the stomach acid levels in my body? As you know, I worked with a naturopath doctor to heal my gut. And one of the things that she had me do was decrease my stress because your girl was stressed out, okay? Also, she increased the zinc in my body and my diet. And she also did a number of herbal combinations. And this was to help with the low stomach acid in addition to other problems that were happening in my gut simultaneously. But if you do not have a naturopath doctor or someone to assist you with anything like that, here are a few things you may be able to do at home. You can eat an anti-acid diet. That's one of those things that will help you increase the stomach acid, increase that zinc. We already talked about decreasing the stress. Another thing is chewing your food properly. They say like 30 to 40 times, which I feel like nobody does. But, just don't scarf everything down your throat and chew your food all the way. Don't inhale it. I think you'll be fine. And another thing is having a little apple cider vinegar before dinner. Or a meal. It doesn't have to be dinner, but before a meal. And it has to have the mother in it. One of my friends told me about this and I didn't believe him, but then I looked it up and it actually helps increase the stomach acid in your body and also helps with acid reflux. So if you've ever done this and it has worked, let me know in the comments because I'm interested and it is something that I want to try. So if I try it, I'll let you know as well. This segment is called There's Another Way to Do That, where I teach you how to modify recipes based on my restrictions. So today we're making air-fried Baja salmon tacos. Yes, this is my take on the Baja taco. It's usually a fish taco, but it's white fish. We're going to use salmon. And it's not fried, it's air-fried because I can't eat fried food. Now, I love tacos, and most of the time I can't eat them when I go out. I usually can't eat it because of the harsh oils or the dairy, tomatoes, peppers, and that's pretty much all the food, right? But I do my take on it, and it's delicious. It's a gluten-free, dairy-free, harsh oil-free. You're going to love it. Try it out. Check out the full cooking episode on my YouTube or my TikTok before they ban it, and let me know how you like it. If you're struggling with malabsorption or digestion issues, do yourself a favor and do some research and see if low stomach acid is a contributor for you. You never know. And the longer you wait, the more stuff can just pile up and become a full-blown domino effect. Take it from me. Take care of your body so it can take care of you, or you're going to be dealing with a lot of shit. This has been I Can't Eat Shit Podcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I really appreciate you all as usual. If you like what you saw and or heard today, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. I Can't Eat Shit Podcast, wherever you stream your podcast. You can also check out my full cooking episodes of There's Another Way to Do That on my YouTube and my TikTok, as long as they keep it around. And you can also check me out on Instagram at I Can't Eat Shit Podcast and at Shondalia White. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. I Can't Eat Shit! I Can't Eat Shit Podcast is not a replacement for a medical professional. If you need help, seek out a trained medical professional, nutritionist, or therapist to help you with your specific needs.